Predators versus the unstoppable beast, the wild boar crisis. Imagine, a cold forest at night. The moonlight cuts through the trees like silver blades. 5 wolves emerge from the shadows, hungry, silent, determined. Their eyes gleam in the darkness as they circle their prey. But this isn't a deer. It isn't a defenseless rabbit. It's a wild boar, a muscular, armored beast with tusks sharp enough to tear through bone. A creature born from the raw, untamed edge of nature. A clash begins. Growls, dust, blood, chaos in the moonlight. And in that moment, we witness the truth. Even predators hesitate before a wild boar. The predator's dilemma. In the great balance of the wild, predators are nature's regulators: wolves, bears, tigers, lions. They are meant to keep populations in check, to sustain the rhythm of life. But the wild boar has rewritten that law. A single adult boar can weigh over 200 kilograms, sprint at 40 kilometers per hour, and strike with tusks sharp enough to gut a wolf or a leopard in seconds. For a pack of wolves, attacking a full-grown boar is not hunting, it's war. Most wolf packs, even in prime territories of Poland, Romania, or Finland, avoid mature boars altogether. They target piglets, the weak, or the isolated. Because every encounter is a gamble, one that can leave a wolf crippled for life. Nature doesn't reward bravery. It rewards survival, the numbers game. Across Europe, North America, Asia, and Australia, wild boar numbers are exploding. There are now over 10 million feral hogs in the United States, damaging crops and ecosystems worth an estimated $2.5 billion every single year. In Germany, hunters recorded over 800,000 wild boars culled in a single year, and yet the population continues to rise. In France, boars are seen wandering city streets. In Japan, they enter suburbs, scavenging trash bins. In Australia, they've become an ecological catastrophe, uprooting native plants and spreading disease. Everywhere they go, they adapt. They learn. They thrive. A wild boar sow can give birth to 6 to 12 piglets, twice a year. That means a single female can be responsible for dozens of new boars in just a few years. Multiply that by millions, and the numbers spiral beyond any natural control. Wolves. They breed once a year. They live in small packs. They kill to survive, not to exterminate. The math just doesn't work. No predator can keep up with the wild boar's reproductive explosion. Nature's failed balance. In theory, predators should restore balance. But nature is not a mathematical equation, it's an economy of energy. A wolf will always choose the path of least resistance. A deer is safer. A hare costs less energy. Even livestock, tragically, is an easier target than a battle-scarred boar. And it's not just wolves. Bears, too, often retreat from charging boars. Even apex predators like tigers and lions, the rulers of the wild, hesitate before those curved tusks. In India's forests, camera traps have recorded rare encounters, tigers ambushed by boars, and sometimes losing. In Russia's Far East, adult boars have been found goring young tigers, the hunter becomes the hunted. It's no wonder predators tread carefully. A single miscalculation can cost them their lives. The human frontier. And so, humanity steps into the story, not as a savior, but as both cause and consequence. For centuries, humans have reshaped the world, cutting forests, building farms, expanding cities. We removed predators to protect livestock. We created perfect habitats for the one creature that could thrive alongside us, the wild boar. In medieval Europe, boars were prized trophies of kings and knights. But in the modern age, they've become a nightmare for farmers and conservationists alike. They tear through wheat fields in France. They destroy rice paddies in Japan. They dig up golf courses in Texas. They cause hundreds of car accidents every year in Italy, Spain, and Germany. In the American South, entire helicopter teams are deployed just to control the invasion. Thermal drones sweep over the plains of Texas, marking the heat signatures of herds. From above, hunters fire, swift, efficient, and grim. Even then, the population barely dips. Global desperation. Across continents, new methods emerge. In Australia, scientists deploy automated trapping systems triggered by motion sensors. In Spain, hunters work with drones and night vision scopes. In Japan, fences stretch across entire mountain ranges. And yet, the boars persist, relentless, intelligent, and fearless. They adapt faster than we can control them. They learn to avoid traps. They roam at night, far from human reach. They swim rivers, cross frozen lakes, even climb fences. A wild boar is a survivor, built by evolution to outlast everything. Emotional core, the farmer's battle. For farmers, this isn't a statistic. It's heartbreak. Each footprint in the mud tells a story of labor lost. Fields flattened overnight. Crops eaten to the root. The work of an entire season, gone in hours. You can hear it in their voices: exhaustion, frustration, fear. In rural France, some farmers have lost up to 60% of their yield. In Texas, ranchers wake to find their fences shattered and livestock wounded. In Eastern Europe, the ground looks like it's been bombed. Boars don't just feed. They destroy. And where destruction walks, anger follows. Human emotion, love for the land, the pain of loss, the rage at being powerless, drives people to act. But the solution isn't simple. Trapping is slow. Shooting helps, but never enough. Poisons and mass hunts raise ethical questions and environmental risks. This isn't just a battle against animals. It's a battle against time. Predators return. Some argue we should bring the predators back. Reintroduce wolves, lynxes, bears, let nature correct itself. It's a beautiful idea. But the reality is far more complicated. Where wolves return, conflict follows. Farmers lose sheep. Villagers protest. Governments divide. In Germany's Saxony region, wolf populations have risen since reintroduction, and so have complaints. In Italy, mountain villages debate whether coexisting with wolves is worth the risk. Predators bring fear. Boars bring destruction. And humans stand in the middle, uncertain, angry, divided. Nature's balance has become a human argument. When the boars win. Let's face it. Predators cannot control this beast. Wolves may win the battle, but the boars are winning the war. Every year, the damage spreads. Every year, more forests fall silent beneath their rooting. More ecosystems collapse under their weight. In Hawaii, wild pigs destroy native flora that evolved for centuries without defense. In Texas, they pollute waterways with bacteria and parasites. In Europe, they spread African swine fever, threatening entire pork industries. The wild boar is no longer just an animal. It's an unstoppable force, nature's rebellion against human control. The science of survival. Why do they survive where others fail? Because wild boars are perfect survivors. They eat anything: roots, insects, crops, carrion. They live in forests, deserts, cities, and swamps. They have sharp minds, strong memories, and social intelligence that rivals primates. In scientific studies, boars have shown the ability to recognize traps, remember human scent, and change travel routes overnight. They teach their young, generational learning. They evolve not over centuries, but within decades. And their greatest weapon? Fearlessness. A boar will fight a wolf, a leopard, even a human if cornered. They do not surrender. Humanity's reckoning. So what now? For too long, we've looked to predators for answers. But the truth is, the solution lies in us. We created the imbalance. We removed the wolves. We changed the land. We fed. Now, we must be the ones to restore what's been lost, carefully, responsibly, and humanely. Governments, farmers, scientists, and conservationists are uniting. New tech, AI tracking systems, drone mapping, sterilization programs, all working toward a single goal, coexistence without collapse. Because this isn't just about animals or people. It's about understanding that nature's balance depends on every choice we make. The cinematic finale. Picture it again, 5 wolves and a single wild boar beneath the moonlight. The forest trembles. The night breathes. And the circle of life unfolds once more. Wolves may snarl, tusks may flash, but neither truly wins. Because this fight isn't about dominance. It's about endurance. The boar, scarred but unbroken, vanishes into the mist. The wolves watch, wounded but alive. Nature pauses, balanced, for just a heartbeat. And in that fragile silence, we realize. The wild is not ours to control. It's ours to respect. Vendor and Wildlife. If this story moved you, imagine what else lies hidden in the struggle between predator and prey, between man and the wild. We bring you the truth behind the untamed, the raw stories of survival, courage, and coexistence. Like, share, and comment to join our mission. And don't forget to subscribe to Vendor and Wildlife, where every story reveals the soul of nature. Because out here, in the heartbeat of the wild, every creature has a story worth telling. The end.